What is up, guys? As you know, I am Blaze, and today I have a special game for you guys today. We are actually going to be launching into the new release of Dawn of War 3. Um, I actually own all the Dawn of War 2, including Retribution and the expansion pack. And so we're actually going to be going into, hopefully, Dawn of War 3. I have not played it. I have not read into anything other than that there's just screenshots of it. So hopefully, you know...
Sega.
Okay, there we go.
In darkness, I shall be light. In times of doubt, I shall keep faith. In throes of rage, I shall hone my craft. In vengeance, I shall have no mercy. In the midst of battle, I shall have no fear. In the face of death, I shall have no remorse.
Give me. I just realized I had my mic muted still. Give me a bit while you guys enjoy the photo of one of the things. Alright, we are back. Alright, and we are linked. Also, just so you guys know, the reason why my camera is over here now instead of like right up here is because I've moved locations, and one second. We've actually moved from a house to an apartment, and so I've had to do with a small desk, and so it's a little clip-on camera. So yeah. Imperial House Raven, Death Skull Grognot, Exalted Wraith Knight. Okay. So, elites. I have no idea what any of this is. So, okay, so I can spin them around, see what they look like. I kind of don't understand like much of what is going on. Alright, we might as well run through the tutorials, because there's a few new things, and I don't know if anything's changed or not, or what, so... Like I said, I'm running into this blind, so... I've also got Swedish fish.
Welcome to the first Dawn of War 3 tutorial. This first tutorial will teach the basic gameplay mechanics you need to know in order to play Dawn of War 3, such as basic combat and base and army building. For the purpose of this tutorial, you will be playing as Space Marines.
Okay. As long as I can be Chaos Space Marines in the end, I'll be happy.
Move the game camera towards your stronghold. The Space Marines start with the Stronghold as their headquarter building. The Stronghold is used to deploy builder units and basic combat units. We will begin by setting a rally point from your Stronghold onto the battlefield. Set a rally point at the indicated position. Good work. The rally point has been set. When you deploy units from your Stronghold, they will immediately move to the rally point. Next, we will build your forces, starting with a tactical marine squad. Deploy a tactical marine squad from your stronghold.
Preparing
Tactical Marines are a ranged infantry unit that serves as the Space Marines' basic line unit.
Tactical Marine Squad.
Your Tactical Marine Squad is deployed. In order to build other kinds of units, you will need to construct additional kinds of base buildings. Base buildings are constructed by builder units. The Space Marine Builder Unit is the Servitor. Deploy a Servitor from your stronghold. The Servitor is weak in combat, but is able to construct additional base buildings. These buildings can be used to deploy new kinds of units. To build a new base building, select your Servitor and move it to the indicated build location.
Input task. This one embarks.
Move your Servitor to the build location. Move your Servitor to the build location. Construct a barracks at the indicated build location. Construct a barracks.
Barracks will be made according to template.
Is complete. You can use it to deploy new kinds of units. Like your stronghold, you can also set a rally point by selecting your barracks and then issuing a right-click on the battlefield. We will now deploy Assault Marines from your new barracks. Deploy 2 Assault Marine squads from your barracks.
Assault Squad.
Units that are in progress are added to your build queue at the bottom of the screen. When a unit is finished, the next unit in the build queue will become in progress. This allows you to queue up several units for deployment at once.
Assault Marine.
Your first Assault Marine squad is finished. Unlike Tactical Marines, Assault Marines specialize in melee combat instead of ranged combat. They are equipped with jump packs and cost more resources to deploy.
That's right.
Assault Marines.
All of your Assault Marine squads are deployed. You are ready to take your forces into battle. You can select multiple units at once by box selecting a group of units. Click and drag to box select all of your units at once.
Yes, sir.
This one delivering servitor to specified location.
To more easily manage your units, you can assign your selected units into control groups. Assign your Tactical and Assault Marines to a control group. To help you better manage different kinds of units, they can be put in multiple control groups at once.
Oh, okay.
There is enemy activity behind the fog of war. They will appear once your units are close enough to see them. Find the enemy behind the fog of war and eliminate them. Right-click on the enemy to attack.
Tactical Marines in melee. Tactical Marines ready. The only
Right-click on the enemy to attack.
enemy squad killed. Yes, sire. Go ahead. At your command.
There is a health pickup ahead. You can restore a squad's health by moving it over to a pickup. There are more enemies ahead. This time, we will move your units with the attack move command. Units using attack move will move to the specified location and automatically stop to attack enemies encountered along the way. Issue an attack move command to move your units. Destroy the enemy.
I will find a way over here. For Captain and Emperor. Dead spot kill.
Attack move is more safe, efficient, and effective than using the right-click move. Right-click move is for positioning units within combat or for escaping combat. Learning which move command is appropriate to the situation at hand will make you a better commander. The enemy is trying to gain a tactical advantage by capturing that heavy cover. Capturing heavy cover activates a shield that protects the units inside from ranged damage. Your ranged units cannot enter heavy cover that has been captured by the enemy. Only units with the counter cover property, such as assault marines, can enter captured heavy cover and fight enemy units inside.
Ah.
Since the heavy cover is located on higher ground, your squads cannot reach it on foot. Use your assault marines' jump ability to leap them into the heavy cover. It is also possible to destroy heavy cover with ranged damage. Destroy the enemy.
Assault jump. Understood. Jumps engaged. Jump to the guy. To be a minion. My chain sword has you.
For the purposes of this tutorial, you have been granted an additional squad. This squad has suffered a casualty and is no longer at full strength. We will reinforce this squad back up to full strength. Move this damaged unit to your stronghold or barracks to begin reinforcement.
Sir.
It costs resources to reinforce a squad, but it is always cheaper than purchasing a new
Forging
squad.
ahead. Moving to jump position.
And some of the, in the last one I saw, it was much more expensive to buy more unit in order to
Move this
reinforce
squad to a
rather
base
than just
building for
buy.
reinforcement. To see if your unit is within reinforcement range, simply select the building and view the rotating reinforcement reticule on the ground. The squad's reinforcement will pause if it moves away from the reinforcement structure. Reinforcement will resume once the squad moves back into range of the reinforcement structure.
Point me with purpose, my lord. We'll brave this terrain.
Move this squad to a base building for reinforcement. The squad has been reinforced. A fully reinforced squad is always stronger than one who has taken casualties. The enemy is preparing to mount an attack on your base. We will deploy 2 scout sniper squads to bolster your defenses. Scout snipers have a larger line of sight and firing range than other Space Marine line units. You can use scout snipers to see and attack enemies that are much further away. Your first squad of scout snipers has been deployed. Deploy 1 more scout sniper squad from your barracks. They are weak against melee attackers, so keep them stationed behind your other units. Your scout snipers are ready for combat. The enemy is marching towards your stronghold. Position your units to intercept the enemy attack.
win!
Make ready. I follow thee. Make ready, brother.
On our way! We fight melee specialists. The gates is attacking the boys here! Target eliminated!
Point me with purpose, my lord.
Moving to jump position!
Another wave of enemies are approaching your
I
stronghold.
follow thee.
Kill the enemy.
Your will. Inbound to Mark's location.
We
have engaged a weak enemy force.
Northwards.
Snipers, let us get to it, snipers.
This one embarking.
Within enemy range.
Command Servitor, conveying this one to specified coordinates.
Well done. This completes your first set of lessons on Dawn of War 3. You are ready to proceed to the next tutorial.
This victory belongs to mankind.
Alright, so we're not gonna do Dawn of War multiplayer because I have no purpose of that. So
Welcome to the second Dawn of War 3 tutorial. This tutorial will cover elite units, resource capture, line unit upgrades, and advanced combat. We will begin by calling in an elite unit.
Gabriel Angelos, who died in the last game.
Units are stronger than line units and possess powerful abilities. They are not deployed from base structures, but are equipped before a match and unlocked in battle by spending elite points. Deploy elite unit Gabriel Angelos to the battlefield.
Will you call forth our elite warriors, Commander?
Gabriel is a powerful melee unit with crowd control abilities. He will accompany your line units and give them a decisive advantage. Gabriel Angelos is deployed and ready for combat.
Okay, well, he died in the last game.
Take Gabriel and your line units to locate a nearby resource point. Resource points will boost your income and allow you to further build your army. The foe is in heavy cover. Kill the enemies blocking the path to get to the resource point.
I will not falter! Back!
Yeah, no,
The
there's no
enemy
way
is
he
now out of
couldn't
your
get
way.
through that. So
Press
that-
further to the resource point.
Yeah, but first I want this cover.
We are ready for war.
There's the resource point. Move your units inside the resource point's capture radius in order to capture the point. Your units must remain within the capture radius until the capture timer is full in order to own the resource point. The point is yours. You cannot gain resources from a point until you upgrade it with an add-on. Purchase the Requisition add-on by clicking the Requisition add-on button over the resource point. The Requisition generator boosts the amount of requisition you gain from a point. Requisition is the resource used for purchasing vehicle upgrades and infantry units. A power generator is the second type of resource add-on that you can construct. Power is the resource used to construct infantry upgrades and vehicle units. Most upgrades and unit purchases require a little of both of these resources. The requisition generator is finished. You will now gain requisition from this resource point.
I am Gabriel.
Let us further increase the requisition we...
Okay. So the thing about the Dawn of War 2, I haven't played Dawn of War 1, but Dawn of War 2, every time I capture, it was basically like The Force Unleashed 2. You go in, you kill a bunch of enemies, you grab some loot, and then you move on. This one, I'm thinking might be a bit more along the lines of, I'm hoping it's like StarCraft 2, like where you have the hero units you can use on the battlefield, instead of just having those specific 4 units. And if there's co-op, I'm more than welcoming to let any of you guys, if you watch this, play with me. And if you don't mind streaming, so.
Getting from this add-on by purchasing the points resource upgrade. When your point is done upgrading, the amount of resources it generates will be increased.
We've completed an... Chapter command fight.
Enemies are on their way to attack your resource point.
Ah, so they can't attack
Move
it.
Gabriel to the entry point to guard the area.
He who fights with me shall be my brother. The Emperor lights our way.
Kill the enemy.
You have no faith doing it now. Let them drag your be gone! No escape! To be my foe is to die.
Gabriel has sustained damage to his health. Base buildings have an ability called Healing Aura that heals elites. Out-of-combat elites that stand next to a base building will have their health restored. Move Gabriel next to your base building to heal him.
Angelos. Marching there now.
Well, it also doesn't it? No, it's only resources.
Move
Okay.
Gabriel next to your base building to heal him.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Calm your tits.
Make way! Gabriel moving out. I will carry out this plan. Shall be done.
Move Gabriel next to your base building to heal him. Gabriel has been healed and is ready to return to the battle. We must now take the fight to the enemy. We will use scout squads to track down the enemy. Deploy 2 scout squads from the barracks. Scouts are stealth units with a large line of sight.
Deployment. Preparing.
Scouts are stealth units with a large line of sight. Stealth units can only be sighted by enemy detector units.
So basically,
You have your first squad of scouts. Deploy 1 more. All builder units, such as the servitor, have the ability to detect stealth units. Your scout squads are ready. Before we take your infantry into battle, we will upgrade their attack strength at the Arsenal building. The Arsenal is the Space Marines' upgrade structure. Use your servitor to construct the Arsenal. You can locate your servitor by double-clicking the servitor's portrait in your unit queue.
Preparing arsenal construction. Resuming construction.
You have a target for us? It is my pleasure to kill in your name. It shall suffer the Emperor's light. Yes, my lord, for the Emperor.
This thing fucking takes forever.
With the arsenal finished, you can now purchase upgrades for your line units. New abilities for some line units can also be purchased from an upgrade structure. With an upgrade structure, you can purchase damage upgrades for your line units. Purchase the infantry damage upgrade from the arsenal. The infantry damage upgrade boosts the damage of basic infantry units.
Ow.
Building an arsenal also gives your tactical marine squads the ability to upgrade themselves with powerful late-game weaponry. We will now upgrade a tactical marine squad with the plasma gun upgrade. Select a tactical marine squad and left-click the plasma gun upgrade.
Ready. We will do it.
Plasma
Switching to
guns
plasma
are powerful
guns.
ranged weapons that fire more rapidly while stationary. If they sustain fire too long while stationary,
Plasma guns
their guns
deployed.
will overheat and have to cool before resuming fire.
Acknowledged.
Now
That's
that your
right.
army is upgraded, use it to investigate the hostile area outside of your base. Remember to use your scout squad's stealth capabilities to scout ahead.
We serve orders clear. Setting out now. You have a target for us?
Requisition is high.
There are enemies ahead. However, there is a patch of stealth cover you can use to hide your units. Units inside stealth cover are hidden from view from enemy units outside of it. This allows your units to scout what lies behind stealth cover without revealing themselves to enemies on the other side. Enemy units can gain sight of your units only if they enter the stealth cover with your units. Use stealth cover to ambush your enemies.
Plasma team ready.
I'm here. Go ahead.
Plasma team on the move.
It is my pleasure to... We've our marching orders.
Tactical squad.
Understood and underway.
Tactical Marines under concealment.
Use stealth
Tactical
cover
squad.
to ambush your enemies.
Angelos here. I read you. No escape!
Tactical Marines under concealment.
Understood.
Reporting target killed.
The area ahead is treacherous. Use your scouts to scout out any hostile enemies ahead.
Starting combat move.
Do not let your scouts become detected. There may be enemies inside that stealth cover. Use your camouflaged scouts to safely scout any enemies in the stealth cover. Kill the enemies you find.
Name your target. See it. serve the child. Blind play.
Kill the enemies you find in the stealth cover.
Box for reinforcements.
He who fights with me shall be my infiltrating terrain. Under attack! Targeting orcs!
What tutorial is required is one inbox.
Target killed!
I hear you.
There is an enemy force up ahead. Scout out the enemy force on the upper platform.
This one is to deploy elsewhere.
Prepared and for the Emperor.
The enemy has captured the next resource point and built a listening post to protect it. A listening post is a structure with a ranged weapon that also protects resource add-ons from damage. Before you can destroy enemy add-ons or capture an enemy point, you must first destroy the listening post that protects it. Once the listening post is gone, you can destroy the enemy add-ons and take the point for yourself. Destroy the listening post.
Understood and underway.
Tactical Marines ready. Tactical squad on the move. Chapter come chapter master setting out.
Scout Marines underway.
Setting forth to war. Our enemies await death.
Destroy the listening post.
Tactical squad. Enemy foot soldiers killed. This day holds glory. Continue focus, Marines.
Destroy the listening post.
This is repositioning. Targeting. Go ahead, command. Plasma team attacking. Angelos. Make way!
Yes, my lord, destroy this suite.
Demolition complete.
The listening post is destroyed, and the resource point is now vulnerable to
This day
capture.
holds glory.
Capture the
Plasma
resource
team here.
point.
Moving. Tacticals moving. We are ready. Tactical squad moving to capture. Taking the point. You have my favor. I understand. Territory marked for expansion. Tactical Marines ready. The Emperor lights
Well
our
done.
way.
This completes your second Dawn of War 3 tutorial. You are ready to proceed to the last tutorial, which centers around Dawn of War 3 multiplayer.
This victory belongs to mankind.
Alright. So this was the tutorial of Dawn of War 3. I really do appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, which is coming out soon. So keep a hold for that. Hey you guys, what's up? As you know, I am Blaze, and my microphone's on. What is up, you guys? As you know, I'm Blaze, and today, welcome to episode 2 of Dawn of War, where we actually start the campaign. Let me just wait.